Hey guys, it's your big sis, your Eonnie dear, and I'm going to be showing you this very quick tutorial for Halloween season. It's my black cat look. First I'm going to show you, I started off with my Chanel and Fenty Beauty as a base. I didn't feel like showing you that because I figured you would already get it. I just start off with a clean base and I just get right into my eyeshadow. Here I'm using the Essentials palette that I got from my BoxyCharm subscription, and I'm just using the color black. Now, as you'll see, I take the black and I just do it all over my eyelid. I'm not using any special technique. I'm just taking the brush, the color, and I'm just washing that all over my eyelid, from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm just taking now a little bit more pigment of the black and washing it all over my eyes just to get a little bit more darkness in color, because I want this look to be real black. Now I'm taking that and putting it all into my crease and in the inner corners of my eye, making sure that the color is as black as it can be. Now I'm just winging out that color to give that cat eye effect. And now, as you can see, I'm just taking the cinnamon and the black and I'm mixing it. Now I do this to create a smoky effect of the eye, so it doesn't just look one dimension. I want it to look gradient and I want it to smoke out as it goes up, and this just creates a nice effect that I like for my cat eye and smoky eye to look. As you can see, I'm just cleaning it up with my finger as I'm swiping it, making the edge more sharp, and I'm just going to repeat the same steps, picking up the black, putting it all over my eye, putting it in my crease, and then taking the color cinnamon in the palette and just washing it and creating a smoking effect over the crease of my eye. There I'm using my crease brush and I'm taking that cinnamon and the black again, and I'm just gonna smoke it all out. And with black colors, the pigment, if you blend too much, it might wash out. So what I do is I like to pat in the pigment so I can see the intensity of its color. You can see that the padding is making the black color even more intense. And then to blend that out, I just take back the cinnamon and the black and I just mix that all together, blending it out so there's no harsh lines. Now with this look, you can be as messy and as neat as you want. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be professional. I'm definitely not a professional. I'm just winging it and just going with the flow. With any fallout, usually just keep a powder brush that you use for your powder and take that and you can just lightly swipe off the fallout. Now here I'm using my Fenty Beauty palette. It is the Galaxy one with all the shimmers, and I'm just taking the, what color was that? I'm not really sure. I don't have it with me right now, but it is the pearlescent white color or silvery color. And I'm just going to take that and put it in the inner of my tear ducts, and then I'm going to also add it to the wing underneath my eye, which you'll see in a second. Also with the silver shimmer shade, I take it and I put it into the inner creases of my eye, more by the inner corner, and I just move it into the crease of my eye just to give a cute little effect. And now I'm just taking that and lining the bottom of my line and cleaning it up with my finger. Now with that same black shade, we are just going to go right under the eye and finish out the look. And usually I just take a detail brush or a smudger brush. If you don't have a detail brush, if you don't have a smudger brush, just use any kind of fine brush and go lightly underneath the eyes. Next, we are going to go straight into contouring. Now, how to find the contour spots is you suck in your cheek, and right under your cheekbone, that is where you contour. As you can see right now, I'm just going lightly, and it's always good just to go lightly. You can build later if it's too light, but if it's too dark, girl, you're just gonna have to blend for your life, okay? And that's okay. But we don't need the drama. Just use little and you'll get there. And also I like to take that and I put it under my jawline area just to create a sharpness in my jaw that I don't have. Your girl got a double chin. It's genetics. What can I say? So now, as you can see, I'm just blending out the contour, and I'm going to get now right at my hairline and on my temples just to give a full effect of my contouring. Go right at the forehead, cheekbones, and the jaw. Now I'm just gonna take a smaller brush, maybe like an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna go in and do my nose contour. Now I usually go from right under my eyebrow into like maybe the middle parts of the inner parts of my nose and then blend lower down. Always take off excess powder by either flicking your brush or tapping it on the edge of the palette. Here you might see me blow a little bit, but these are my brushes, so you know, I can do that, but I don't recommend you doing that. And if you can, try to break out the habit, which I'm also trying to do. But since we're doing our own face and I'm doing my own face, it's okay, girl. It's fine. It's okay, boo. Now in the Cover FX palette, I'm just taking the finishing and using that color to just use as a little light contour and also maybe bronzing the sides of my face. And I do that right above the contour where I contour and in the middle of my cheek. So not at the highest point of my cheek, but right in between the highest point and the contour line. This I feel just creates a nice small definition. And if you see you put on a little bit too much and it gets like a little bit patchy, just keep blending it out. If you have to, you can use your fingers and use the warmth of your fingers to move product around. Now I'm just taking the highlight highlight shade in the Cover FX palette. I'm just using the more brownish highlight, and I'm going at my temple and the high point of my cheeks, and then everywhere in between. So like a little cute little V. Then I use that on the bridge of my nose, on the tip of my nose. Since it's Halloween, we could do the tip of our nose. It's okay. I also like to do my Cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead. And don't forget, if you use or if you feel like you've used too much product or too much highlighter, even though you can never use too much highlighter in my eyes, you can take your finger again, use the warmth, and just melt that into the skin. As you can see, we're looking luminous, we're looking very highlighted, which we want. If you go heavy, as I said, it's okay. It's a Halloween look. We could be a strobe light if we want to. Now I'm just gonna off camera do my liner. As you can see, I just did a light line on my lash line and all the way out to just clean up the cat wing. So now we're gonna just do our lips for our kitty look, and I'm using just a brow. You can use either a brow pomade or a liquid liner, a more pomade eyeliner, and just put that right on your lips. As you can see, I'm just following the shape of my lips with my brush and filling it in. You can overline your lips, underline your lips. It's all up to how you want your lip shape. Also, if you want, you can just do the top lip black and do the bottom lip a nude color. It's all up to how you want this look to be. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. You can be creative and do whatever you like. Now I'm just filling in that color, which is pretty easy. I mean, I could have used a black lipstick. I don't have one. I didn't feel like buying one. I just used what I got. So this was perfect. And with this, it does not budge. As soon as it dries, it's done. So now I'm just taking my e.l.f. in Black Cherry, my lipstick, and I'm just going over all my lips just to make sure I get every crease. If I didn't get it with the black, I'm pretty sure I did. But I'm just going over that. And see how it looks a little red? I don't want that. So I just take the residual black on my little lip brush and I go over it. With the lipstick, it makes this feel more creamy and more lipstick-like, so it doesn't irritate my lips. And now I'm just going in my blush palette that I've also got from BoxyCharm. I'm just using the middle shade and the lighter pink shade and just going over the apples of my cheeks and around my nose area to give it a little flush look. I don't want to look dead. Don't want to look too dark. Just a little blush look, just to look a little cute. I think it adds another little hint of dimension to the look. And if you feel like you've taken off some of your highlight, don't be afraid. Just go back, take your finger again, and pat it right back on, or use your brush and put your highlighter right back on. Like I said, it's Halloween. We need to make sure everyone in the night can see us. So the more highlighter, the better. Like I said, I think I brushed off a little bit, and now I'm taking my I think it's called Steve Laurent highlighter, jelly highlighter, which I love because it's so creamy. I love that highlighter. And I'm just putting it right back on the high points of my cheeks and my temples. So now I can be seen from the heavens. Now with that, I think I'm just looking for my black pomade. And as you can see, I added a little heart tip for my nose, with my eyeliner, I just created little spots and whiskers, and now it's all done. So love, your Eonnie, your big sis. Remember, always dare to be, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. Bye-bye. Mwah. Turn me from a cat into a dog. Now I want you to take me on a walk. Watch me be the lion with the ball. Baby, hit the rest.